What up, guys? As you can see, I might have a look of distress on my face, and that is because I recorded a 5-minute thing that had me practicing, memorizing a poem, and guess what? It was on mute the whole time. Just want you to know that. I'm a little bit upset, but not really upset. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to practice the poem again. The poem is called Lament for My Skin, and maybe I could get more of it done this time because I just basically practiced 3 times before I'm doing it right now. But yeah, this poem is called Lament for My Skin, and I could easily just come on here and read it after I memorized it, but the goal is to be authentic and show the process. So that's what I'm going to do right now. But I need my coffee. And we're back. All right. Got my coffee. All right. Lament for my skin. I didn't ask for this. Skin wrapped around my body like a hand-me-down coat. I didn't ask for all my notes to sound like Miles Davis on an old broken vinyl, or to be called a young king in an old story about democracy. Skin. I don't ask of you sex appeal. I don't even ask you the silent thrill of walking through an affluent neighborhood with an empty coffee cup. But I do ask for a place to lay my head, a place to place these dark, dark thoughts, to temper the shame of my black brother, same skin as mine, who sides his eye when he finds, even if outlined in chalk, our lines wouldn't reach the same shores. My mother's land is Newark, New Jersey. Skin, what do you bring me but problems? No resilience, no woman. They said you'd bring heat, but what did that do for me and my siblings when the power was gone? We were dead as cold, holding on to nothing but our old coats and catching every breath we could catch, escaping. Yeah, I think I messed up right there. So I couldn't really get it. But honestly, that's the furthest I think I've gotten in trying to memorize my poems. Something I'm trying to get used to. Something I'm trying to get used to in memorizing poems is when you're in the performative nature of it, doing it. You don't It's not about getting the. It's not about getting everything perfectly right. You gotta kind of almost, and this is just me guessing really, you gotta kind of almost be in the performance of it, right? So I can be here my brother who sides his eye when he finds, even if outlined in chalk, our lines will not reach the same shores. My mother's land is Newark, New Jersey. I want to really perform that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get out of that mentality of I'm just trying to read it from the page, because sometimes I sit up here, I just think about what's on the page, but I want to really know it inside of me so that I can really give it to the audience, you know what I'm saying? And so I got kind of tripped up on that last line because I knew I didn't read it exactly like I read, it's written on the page. And so I had to almost my brain was just you messed up, you messed up, you messed up, and something that just paused. But I could have kept going, and I don't think anybody would have necessarily noticed. But I got to get over some of those things. So yeah, next time I read this, it will be the full poem. I think I think I can still read the full poem. I could read the full poem for you guys here just to, I don't want to leave nobody hanging, but see if I can do it here. Lament for my skin. I didn't ask for this. History wrapped around my body like a hand-me-down coat. I didn't ask for all my notes to sound like Miles Davis on a broken vinyl, or the pressure of being a young king in an old story about democracy. Skin. I don't ask of you sex appeal. I don't ask of you the silent thrill of walking through an affluent neighborhood with an empty coffee cup. But I do ask for a place to lay my head, a place to place these dark, dark thoughts, to temper the shame of my black brother, same skin as mine, who sides his eye when he finds, even if outlined in chalk, our lines will not reach the same shores. My mother's land is Newark, New Jersey. Skin, what are you to me but a beautiful reminder of things I can't remember? The sweat of my back is not from hard work, but the luxury of stress, the burden of being called first generation, the pressure of hunting bacon and bringing it home. Skin, what do you attract but problems? No woman, no strength or resilience. They say you bring heat, but what did that do for me and my siblings when the power was gone? We were dead as cold, holding on to nothing but our old coats, counting breaths our eyes could catch escaping. I still hold my coat at a distance, but sometimes over my shoulder, maybe because I want to hear my grandmother say, "Boy, you better not leave this house without your coat on." That is black to me. If nothing else, her voice colors me in, her touch twisting memories down to my scalp. History books couldn't tell me my great-grandfather loved poetry, couldn't show me the look in her eyes when I recite a line or two. I think she sees her father in me, and I wish to give her a word from the dead. I wish eternity was her combing the coils from my head. What is this skin outside of this small life? Something to shed, to one day wiggle out of, a casket for the dead. Boom! Thank y'all. That's me practicing, trying to memorize it, and that's the actual poem, Lament for My Skin. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.